thwarted by the Shield. Since then, he recruited some backup.
On Monday Night Raw, all 6 men. McIntyre.
Dean Ambrose,
Wild seeing the hounds of justice march through this capacity. You know, a lot has been made over the past couple of weeks about tweet over the past couple of days, where he said, we've been all over the
in the Shield, what Dean Ambrose is thinking, but his actions speak loud.
Drive a wedge between the trio.
Listen, I don't think anybody can deny, but I'm just saying, don't necessarily trust him.
Renee, you know
Tim stand by his brothers, and we're going to see the exact same thing here tonight.
Scene.
In Bedlam, you'd be dead wrong. Blurry, 6 fists connecting with the monster moment. Whoa!
Oh, look out, Ambrose. Look at again, the 3-on-1 assault on Strowman.
It's an ad first.
Are we going to look for a triple power bomb here to the monster unloading on the Shield? I don't believe this match. To prove. In his mind, he has something to prove. Remember what Strowman said last week. He's a champion.
A new force running all of Monday Night Raw this week.
Cover now on Rollins' kick. What a start.
With acceleration and speed, 385 pounds. No shortage of history between Strowman and Roman Reigns.
They're in a triple threat for the Universal title.
Seth Rollins just has a
Ziggler dropping the elbow. Cover again on Rollins' kick out.
Try to isolate one.
The fact that Dolph Ziggler, I think he believes he's got something to prove here tonight. I mean,
well, don't blink in their team. I understand that frustrates Dolph, and maybe it motivates Dolph, because right now...
From your own camp, that stings.
And here's McIntyre.
Look at that.
The Scottish championship here created the Australian title.
Look at this.
McIntyre has been so impressive since his return. A 2-time world champion, 6th. Right hands now to Ziggler, and he's got Dolph Ziggler in trouble.
Battled basically all summer long over the Intercontinental Championship.
I mean, there's it. Rollins is about to fade.
Like, if Braun, Drew, and Dolph are victorious tonight.
Well, Dolph and Drew are.
But can he make a tag?
To your point, Renee.
Tag. Seth, though, able to officially start this match. It has been all Seth Rollins in the ring for the... There's a shoulder tackle to Seth Rollins, who may be out. Ring. McIntyre drives Reigns into the steps, and Ziggler drives Ambrose.
Seth Rollins is helping.
And Rollins has no one to tag. Ambrose and Reigns. Ziggler has still not gotten over the fact that Rollins has the
No one cares! No one cares! Do something!
Yeah, but Seth Rollins doesn't have anybody to
tags himself
in.
Rollins cannot.
Seth's fighting for himself and his brothers in the Shield. Where is Strowman going?
He's going to break the ring. He's going to go right through it.
That's a near 400-pound man. Roll out of the way. This could be the opening. Seth Rollins
too comfortable.
Taking on a little bit of that showmanship from Dolph Ziggler. And Ambrose. Dean doesn't look like he's in a good way right now either.
Ambrose with fringe unloading on Dolph.
One has Ziggler.
And for the famouser again. Look at the field. Kick out at 2.5.
This has been like a new and improved version of himself, as we can see right here.
Dolph may be going for the superplex, and Ambrose almost stole one.
Resulted was disastrous for both men. Look at the impact.
Apron. So's McIntyre. Tagged him. Reigns wants in this match.
The two thoroughbreds. A big dog.
McIntyre sent over the tire. Here and a kick out by Drew at 2.
Isolated to the outside.
Reigns looks like he's...
Here comes Ziggler.
Superman punch to his brother Ambrose.
Ambrose out?
And now McIntyre, roll up. And Ziggler and McIntyre. McIntyre kicked out. Braun Strowman back in the mix.
Uh-oh.
By the big dog on McIntyre. And power out.
Before the bell rang tonight.
Well, let's not forget what happened moments ago now that we... Ziggler.
Rollins and Reigns find themselves on the opposite side.
Ambrose went after Strowman. I thought for a split second.
On McIntyre.
They see it.
Summon the Cerberus.
The difference of being a monster instead of just a single man. He took out an entire...
What the hell is Strowman? Rollins! My God! He get run over.
We were a half a second away from declaring a new dominant trio on
Reigns already. There's no reason he won't do it to Ambrose too.
Ambrose.
Oh my God! Driven.
Finish it, come on! Come on!
You see the Claymore zigzag.
The Shield stands tall.
Questions remain as to where Dean Ambrose. Oh, this ringside area looks like a tornado just hit the thing. Tornado Braun Strowman. Rollins jumps in, eats a super kick, which
trio in WWE history. Dean Ambrose
to sacrifice themselves for their brothers.
That was absolutely evident with what we saw tonight.
What an incredible match as the Shield holds serve.
We want to send a special thank you to Hands Like Houses for
All women's pay-per-view.
Houses a ballroom in its roof. Where you were,
But I did eat a kangaroo skewer. It was delightful.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is Samoa Joe. It comes to a head tonight after a Joe. It's been an uncontrollable and personal rivalry. And Styles off the desk.
Styles got himself
Oh, but where are you tonight?
What are you doing up?
Save me a plate. Maybe I'll stop by. Is that blood boiling? It should, because you know. Good. Because that is exactly how you will feel.
Joe's down.
Just let myself in. No. That.
I want to apologize to end. You're not coming back from the land down under. I'm talking about burying you alive.
Promise to you, Wendy.
Now, AJ, your wife and kids, you title against Samoa Joe. No disqualifications, no countouts.
Contest is for the WWE Championship. 282 pounds, Samoa Joe.
Sadistic.
Don't worry, the champ's already broken. Tonight, I just finished.
The WWE Champion, the Phenomenal.
For AJ Styles and Samoa Joe, this will be a fight.
Cross the line. Styles insists.
Has to get them in the ring to actually ring the bell and make this official. AJ Styles will now enter the ring before the official calls for the bell. Manchester, England, last November.
Styles right now just teeing up like that. The champion goes down with every strike that connects.
AJ said, no way. I want to punish him here tonight.
It was
Wife and children, but the fact is, he agreed to a match with Samoa.
Styles said he plans on burying Samoa Joe here in Australia.
Back into this thing.
Styles has said on multiple occasions he wants. Emotions from a family can
Has turned this around and the champion is in control.
With every kick Styles connected with, Joe just took it and said, "Thank you, sir, may I have." Sounded like fireworks going off in the building.
And this could begin the systematic.
Uh-oh. Be all systems go. Look
And
out! Joe knows that he made AJ Styles submit.
The ending that Corey's referring to from last month.
Samoa Joe is.
Yeah, AJ just suplex by Joe.
Right thing. He could have just let Paige fire Samoa Joe and moved on with.
Joe was able to survive that early emotion.
Make no mistake about it. Samoa Joe's a gladiator.
These two men have known each other through the duration of their careers, but now that Samoa Joe had
Advantages for the champion tonight. No disqualification. Oh, and Joe like a freight train, rolling.
Turning the champ upside down.
keep seeing this look on Samoa Joe's face.
People, when he gets to do it, it makes him feel good.
Athleticism from Samoa Joe on display again.
Yeah, the quick mind to get to the bottom rope and barely does.
Half.
Can you imagine the landscape?
WWE champion.
And this is the pace Samoa Joe wants. WWE championship from around his waist. AJ, well, that inevitable. That may come tonight, Renee. AJ blocking. Joe blocks as well. Trying to pound his knees.
Flurry of offense.
Step inside a WWE ring.
I agree with you, Renee. And Styles has next level tenacity.
1000th episode of SmackDown in just a couple of weeks.
I'm amazed at this deep into the match after the amount of punishment.
Still pulls some out of his back pocket.
Point I was making earlier, there are a lot. Day to the corner didn't get all of it, however, but
Samoa Joe, just one of the most efficient competitors.
AJ Styles became the first man to win the WWE Championship overseas outside the United States.
Proud to join.
Oh, what a slam!
Forget it. A hellacious.
Watch this impact.
Clothesline.
Look at that collision. Joe like the great white shark off the second rope. This time Joe caught the champ.
Oh, a move that he only uses once in a blue moon when it's absolutely wants.
There are no disqualifications. Set watch.
I wouldn't call this desperation, Renee. Take one more look at this.
Styles. And now AJ Styles with a chair in hand.
It's all lead. This is where the champion seeks his punishment.
AJ
Styles vowed that Samoa Joe wasn't going to walk out of Super Showdown. Right now. It's AJ.
What does Samoa Joe have to do? Planted AJ right through the chair.
They're cold. They're emotionless.
Styles has not recovered since the Uranagi through the chair.
Agonizing. For something inside, something internal. Has Samoa Joe inflicted that much?
Joe have in mind here?
The WWE Championship.
Back of the thigh of Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe's had knee.
Samoa Joe, and to your point, he went grabbed the left leg, the knee area.
Come on, man.
Joe say it popped, and then he said, AJ Styles has been pushed to this limit. He has been pushed. Styles is torturing Samoa Joe.
He's mine now.
Styles remembering all the mental.
You got it.
Can he get it in?
No,
AJ
no.
Styles though.
The clutch. The
Coquina break here. The rope won't force a break.
Just instincts from AJ Styles.
AJ's gonna go, but could AJ's emotions come back to bite him?
What an incredible battle. Joe hung up on the top rope.
Styles now.
Styles is torturing Samoa Joe.
Injured knee of Samoa Joe.
The damage that
Family has had to endure at the hands of Samoa Joe.
Well, the hunter has become the hunted. Styles just a systematic picking apart the knee, the crowd, and a chop by Joe, and now Joe fighting back. Victory. This not a fall.
To exert to haul Samoa Joe's.
He wants to bury Samoa.
Styles is starting to fade, fighting with everything.
WWE title, near fall again. Joe almost had it.
No, Samoa Joe just throwing everything he's got at the
leg. AJ Styles can barely stand.
Notice how the muscle buster. Joe's ace in the hole.
Yes, Styles, though, has got Joe's shoulders down.
Oh, is that a flat?
Samoa Joe.
The massive legs of Samoa Joe, a little too much for the champion to
have left.
Joe reaching for the ropes out of instinct.
Styles.